Alright guys, this is LettucePlate. Welcome back to the final episode of the Teamfight Manager 2 demo Let's Play. I'm going to be recording more videos about Teamfight Manager after this is done, but for the initial playthrough, the initial kind of, I kind of feel like the first look a lot of you will have of this game, especially until the full version releases and we are most likely going to remake this series, but until that happens, this will probably be the first look a lot of people have at the game, so hopefully I can show off as much of it as possible as there is to show off so far. But we do have a new character for the upcoming matches, Vampire. I do want to use them. They are a pretty good character that we can use in the upcoming game. So what I want to do is, well, the next match is a best of 3. So we do start on blue side, and then we go to red side, and if it's split 1 game to 1, then we play another game on blue side. So hopefully we can just win 2-0 and have a nice ending to our demo. The demo will end after the best of 3 is completed. But on the final game, or at least the final red side game, the AI will most certainly first pick Cavalry, and if they don't, then I will first pick it, and we'll get to have a Cavalry game happen. And Cavalry is easily the best unit in the game, so I want to try my best and create a comp that can stop it, basically. So I think that'll be an exciting challenge for our final game. But let's go ahead and proceed. Let's get into our first game draft. And what I want to do is I do want to ban Executioner just this one time around. I will ban Priest again, but we are going to be playing with a Pythoness this game. What I want to do, it's kind of silly, I'll show you guys, but we're going to first pick Viper, or Vampire, Viper, hello. Vampire. They go with a double ranged team, very interesting. I'm going to pick Pythoness and Monk, and I'll explain a little bit more about what I'm doing momentarily. So I guess I should talk about Vampire and show his abilities, since he is a new character. And I guess I didn't show Demons in the last game either, so I'll do that as well. But Vampire, his level 1 ability is he drains blood from an enemy to deal this much damage of ability power as magic damage, restore 30 health and stack. Healing increases by 3 per stack. And then his level 3 ability is he consumes 5% of his health to spew blood in a forward cone, dealing 50 plus 100% of his ability power as magic damage. Damage increases by 3 per stack. Okay, so he's a stacking champion, kind of similar to Ogre. But from what I've experienced and what I've observed, the stacking works on anything that he like queues. So it's not just like against champions or anything that he kills, like it's Nasus or something. Every time he casts his level 1 spell, it'll give him a stack. So I had the thought, because I played him in solo lanes, like my first thought is that he would be a good top laner, because he would just be like queuing, I'm gonna call it queuing, you know, his level 1 spell. He keeps using this spell against like a tank top laner like over and over again, and I thought it'd be pretty good. But from what I've noticed, he uses this spell a lot more effectively and a lot more frequently from the jungle, and he actually does get a lot of like stacking damage over the course of the game from the jungle. And also since he, you know, restores health, he can sustain through the camps. And his level 3 spell is a very effective AoE spell that can clear the neutral monsters. So he clears pretty fast once he's level 3, and he spams his stack on the mobs as well, and he's a good like skirmish champ. So I think he's actually one of the best jungle characters in the entire game. I think only behind the big 3 with Cavalry, Demon, and Archer in the jungle specifically. I think right behind them is this character, Vampire. So we're going to try him out in the jungle. We'll take a look. The enemy team has 2 tanks and 2 marksmen. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think this is going to be a very good ninja game. We haven't played him in a while. And then I do need one more frontliner, one more CC character. So I want to go with, I don't think I want to go with Ogre. I think like a fighter, or maybe not a knight, because we have our support. So I think knight is only playable as a support character. She does no damage and she doesn't use like gold as well as a lot of other characters. So I think I'm gonna go fighter as my other engaged character. So we'll go ahead and move Vampire into the jungle. And then we do want our ninja to match up against the soldier. That's a very good matchup. Our fighter and the Jiangxi are just going to have a slugfest in the top lane between two tanks. They put their heavy infantry in the jungle. Interesting. I don't think he has a good clear, but I could be wrong. So this should be pretty good for us. I have a feeling he's going to be weak coming out of the early game. So a double healing bot lane. And the whole thing with this is we've stacked 3 healing champions. Vampire heals himself, Monk has a targeted heal, and Pythoness has two different targeted heals. And so basically, we just have we want our Vampire to skirmish as much as possible, and they just chain heal each other. So that's the goal here. Should be pretty cool. Early game tactics, I think we want to go for a jungle invasion because this guy is going to be super weak in the early game. Split push, we'll go bot lane split push for our ninja. I always leave mid-late fight tendency on passive. I just think it's superior to aggressive, and it doesn't really change anything else about the game. I just think it's just straight up better. For our top laner, we'll go aggressive initiator, and then we will do gank focus, disadvantage lane like we normally do, and we will do initiator as well. Even though he is a ranged champion, you could set him to midline. I like having him as the initiator with this specific comp with a bunch of heals and stuff that we have set up. We will set our ninja to assassin. And let's do jungle intervention for all of our other parts of the map. We'll leave our Pythoness on initiator, but backline. We want her standing really, really far back, kind of healing up the people from far away. All right, I think that is the setup we're going to go with for this first match of a best of 3. Let's go ahead and get into it. They have a double marksman comp, which is interesting. I have a feeling our ninja is going to get a lot of love in this particular game. But we'll go ahead and leave the camera onto the vampire in the early game. And all of these... oh, he's already going for a gank before finishing a camp. Oh, well, we got a kill in the bot lane. I don't think that was exactly what we were going for. No, my gosh, their ADC stole the first camp. This is off to a horrible start. I don't recall seeing a jungle, like, abandoning his first camp to go for a gank, but I guess they do have a swordsman support. We know what happened last time. There was a swordsman support in the game, guys. But hopefully our vampire goes ahead and finishes off his full clear. He really comes online after level 3, guys, and that's the case with most of the strong characters in the game. Once they get access to both of their abilities is really when you'll start to kind of see, you know, them do what their characters are kind of made to do. We'll go back to the auto camera for now. There is a 3v1 happening in the top lane. A stun comes through from the fighter, but no more follow-up damage is to come. And their ADC is stealing our camps yet again. Where is our mid laner? Our ninja went to that top play and just completely abandoned the mid lane, and their soldier just rushed down our tower. Mid tower already dead a minute into the game. Our bot lane tower is very low as well. Swordsman, that is something that Swordsman is really good at doing, is pushing down the wave with his spell and taking towers really quick. But we do get a kill there. A dive onto the soldier in mid lane, the level 3 ninja, that is a classic. Once that ninja hits level 3, it is off to the races with the solo kills. We all know that. Our monk in the bot lane with 3 kills. Another 0-3 swordsman in the support role. Guys, I think this is a sign to you guys. Don't play swordsman support in your own games. It doesn't look like it's working too well. We need another heal onto that monk. There we go. 2 more heals. His own self-heal should be coming up pretty soon. There it is. That is the essence of this comp, guys. As we get low on HP, we take some poke damage from their marksman, and then we heal it back up. We are up 4-0, which is making up the difference of that mid tower going down so early. Our ninja is looking onto a kill in the jungle. He does find the shuriken and the all-in on the soldier. The archer wandering into the river does go down as well. Must have gotten CC'd from the monk. And our vampire is level 3, guys. There's the AoE spells on the camps. He's going to start clearing a lot faster now. Really get involved in a lot of the skirmishes and everything. We do have him set to gank quite a lot. Hasn't really been coming to fruition. I think his camps getting stolen kind of slowed it down for him. Are we going to be able to CC this Swordsman? We are able to do that, and another kill follows up. Swordsman has no dashes, guys, and he's very, very slow. So the stun from Monk is really likely to hit against a Swordsman, and it's really easy to follow up with damage. Oh my gosh, Ninja goes down to the caster minion. That is absolutely tragic, but he does complete the first full completed item of the game, does get that Tiger Fang. We have a bit of a team fight here in the middle. It looks like a 2v3. Our Monk and our Vampire are the ones going to be DPSing down these two characters, with the Pythoness healing from far away. And that is what the skirmishes typically look like, guys. They are going to be starting up the Morguard. I don't think that they are able to do this. They do make the decision to peel off of that, but now there's a skirmish going on in the jungle. I think we should be pretty favored in this. The Ninja is going to go on a killing spree here, a dual takedown for him. It looks like he might go under the tower. Nope, not quite. I think they just got out of range of his shuriken there. But the Ninja, as expected, guys, laning into a marksman character. It's just easy pickings for the solo kills. He is just going crazy, and I think their tanks don't have enough gold, don't have enough levels to really slow him down enough. Their tanks are only level 4 and level 3. That heavy infantry in the jungle not quite working out as we thought it was going to, guys. The camera down here focusing on this tower going down the minions, but there is a start on the Morguard. We are grouped as 5 here. It looks like that Jiangxi is about to go down. Really low HP. Will the Vampire finish him? He does. The Fighter gets on to the Soldier. Oh my gosh, one shot from the Monk Ninja combination on the Archer as well. And we are steamrolling these team fights now, guys. The Vampire just cannot die with the amount of heals in this comp. And the fights last so long, I almost think that it would have been maybe not better for the team, but better for the Vampire specifically if we picked another like utility character in the mid lane instead of a carry, for the fights to just last as long as possible so the Vampire can just stack his spell over and over again and really kind of abuse the healing that we drafted in the comp. But I think we're just way too far ahead now, guys. We are 8,000 gold ahead. They're just going to keep face checking this Morguard because they want to stop us from taking it, but I don't think they can stop us. We're just going to keep spamming heals. We never have to back off of this and go heal in the fountain because we can just heal off of our spells on cooldown. They're going to walk up, probably die a couple more times, guys. This one is cooked for the enemy team. It is 24-2. 9-0-5 for the Vampire, 9-2-4 for the Ninja. And even our Monk getting a fair amount of kills. How much damage does our Monk actually do? He has 5,000 damage, which is pretty insane. More than anyone on their team besides the Archer. He's also tanked 9,000 and healed for 5,000. Guys, I think this unit is crazy. Monk is one of my favorite units in the entire game. He's very universal. He can be played mid, bot, or support. He deals damage, he heals, and he stuns, and he tanks. He's not squishy either. He just is super flexible, super universal for most team comps. Really like having him. As this game is pretty much a formality. We're 15,000 gold ahead. We're going to have 3 items on most of our units before they even have two full items on theirs. So pretty much just waiting for this one to end at this point. I think it might require another Morguard to be taken, though, because the enemy team has their deaths so like staggered that we're not really like acing them and then pushing all at the same time. We're kind of just killing them 1 at a time, 2 at a time. But guys, it is just laughable how much we can stun them from range with Fighter and with Monk, and then just follow up with a ton of damage from Vampire, Ninja. Ton of heals to go around in the team comp as well. I think this style of comp, where there's a lot of CC and a lot of like mobility, is just the way to go in this game right now. I think marksmen and mages that aren't Vampire are just not competitive enough with the movement speed, with just the damage output, combined with having, you know, HP and armor that melee characters just have in their base stats, basically. It's just, I don't think the tuning for the game was favored for mages and marksmen, unfortunately. The enemy team is sort of fighting back at their nexus here, but I have a feeling it's not going to matter. We do have those more guarded up, buffed up minions that are just going to push the towers and the relic down by themselves, it looks like. It is a 23,000 gold difference, guys. It might even get up to 24 or 25,000 if we kill these guys before the relic goes down. Oh my gosh, it is a slaughter. 1506 for the vampire at the end of the game. Absolutely crazy. 24,000 damage. This unit is insane, guys. Pair it up with some more stuff that heals like a monk. Really just vampire plus monk is all you really need, and then, you know, you can round the comp out with whatever else you want. I think more CC and tanks. Like, if you can get a heavy infantry in there as well, I think it would be really good. But I think this combination of vampire monk is insanely strong if you want the vampire to play jungle. I don't think it works as well in other lanes in the game, but I could be wrong. It might work decently in bot lane, actually, as the bot lane carry with the monk as the support character. But yep. All right, guys, that was game 1. In game 2, like I mentioned before, they banned Cavalry from blue side. Man, that's kind of boring. Wait, I wonder. Let me check something. I might kind of botch the recording here, but I'm gonna actually go out to. Oh no, this starts us off from blue side. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump ahead back to the game where we're on red side. So stand by. All right, guys, we are back at the red side game, and let's see if they ban the Cavalry again. I'm going to go ahead and ban Executioner and Priest. All right, there they go. They picked the Cavalry. This is what I wanted, guys. I wanted to test something. So I think Cavalry is, like, almost unbeatable, but the comp that I have found that has the best chance against it revolves around these two characters, Demon and Heavy Infantry. And I'll explain why in just a second, but what we're going to do is we are going to be drafting 4 tanks plus Demon. And I think the only way that you can really deal with this character is by setting a lot of specific instructions in the pregame to basically have a bunch of champions around him at all times so that he can't kill people. If he gets kills in the early game, then it's pretty cooked, guys. Heavy Infantry has a point-and-click knock-up and a AoE slow, and this character's best attribute is easily its movement speed. Its movement speed is what it abuses the most to win fights and to kill people, and by knocking him up and slowing him, it's just a pretty decent neutralizer. I like assigning Heavy Infantry to the lane that this guy is in, because if you try and fight fire and fire, like for example, if you try and put Ninja, who's probably the best 1v1 laner in the game, up against Cavalry in a lane, Cavalry actually wins that 1v1. So what we're gonna do is we are going to pick let's see, I want Knight and Monk as well, but I think I want an Ogre, and the enemy AI picks Ogre sometimes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick Ogre and Monk. So those are the 2 most important ones, and then Knight. Okay. And they are putting their Cavalry in the jungle, which I do think is his best role, and this is something that's different from the last couple of times that I've played against this unit. They have their Archer top lane. Okay, that's kind of worrying. That's a very good position for Archer to be in. But I think this configuration is what we're going to go with. Whenever they pick Jiangxi, I like matching him with Ogre. This unit is pretty unkillable in laning phase. It's actually a very good neutralizer as well. It's very similar to Heavy Infantry. It's a very good neutralizer unit. Ninja has a very difficult time actually killing this character, but Ogre, he also likes to do nothing and just bonk people and deal damage, and it's a good unit to put into Jiangxi, in my opinion. So, this is the strat. We have absolutely as much CC as you can possibly get in a lineup, and then 1 carry in Demon that hopefully will just kill everybody and stop the Cavalry, and that's the goal. So, we are going to enemy jungle invasion. Normally what I do is whichever lane the Cavalry is in, I will set this instruction to go to that lane. In this case, it's the jungle. And then no split push this game. Passive team fights. Aggressive initiator pressure, aggressive initiator pressure, aggressive initiator. No, hang on. Top lane. Let me think for a second. No, I think what we want to do is set all 4 of our laners to jungle intervention this game because of the cavalry. And then gank focused, counter jungle. That's what we're gonna do. And then initiator is good. 5 initiator, 4 aggressive. Our jungle set to gank focused, and since the cavalry's in the jungle this game on the enemy team, we're gonna go with counter jungle. Not sure how this one is gonna go. Both times that I've actually beaten cavalry, he's been in a lane. He was top lane once and as the bot lane character one time. So we'll see if we're able to stop him this time around. Let's get into it, guys. This might be the final match of the demo if we win it. If not, we have one more to do. But here we go. Like many characters in the game, actually, this isn't even true. I was gonna say Cavalry is really good at level 3. He is really good at level 3. He's also just one of the best level 1 characters. His level 1 ability is crazy. It's kind of a charge stun, very similar to Fighter's, you know, ability, like a Vi Q type of thing. Very similar to what his spell is. He is going for an invade on our jungle. He's taking our camp. Our bot lane is really low, really chunked under our tower, so I don't mind us not opting into this fight. That's perfectly fine. A taunt under tower. It looks like we are going to kill this Magic Knight. Very well done. A really good taunt under tower by the Knight. Puff is going up against a level 1 Jiangxi mid lane. Okay. Here's some trading. I think our heavy infantry never kills that archer, or maybe he does. Oh my gosh, one more dash to get out of danger there for the archer. There's a lot of trading, a lot of early skirmishing, but not a lot of kills. Just that one botched tower dive is really all that there is so far. Oh my gosh, the cavalry almost goes down. They dive bot again to try and kill the knight, and it doesn't work. Yet again, another kill in the bot lane off taunting someone under tower. Man, that is it is so consistent how much knight gets that to work for. The bot lane tower does go down. This is to be expected with a Magic Knight in the lane. Magic Knight very similar to Swordsman in that she can push waves very, very fast, but it's not the end of the world. Towers are worth a lot less gold in 5v5 compared to all the other game modes. There is a bit of a skirmish here in the mid lane. A 4v3 that we're opting into. We get 1 kill on the Magic Knight. It looks like our heavy infantry might go down. No, a position reversal saves him, but Demon does go down, so it is a 2-for-1 in the end. It's not the end of the world. Kind of wish our main carry didn't go down there, but isn't the worst thing in the world. One death. And it looks like there is a skirmish here down in bot lane. We have no tower to fall back to, and their cavalry is getting into the mix. The camera panned away from it, but I think there is going to be a kill here eventually. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, we are just tanky enough to get out of it, guys. If we didn't draft a whole bunch of tanks, I promise this cavalry would have a million zillion kills by now. Our mid laner does go down. Ogre does finally lose a war of attrition to the Jiangxi. He was a level down as well, so not the best fight there to tank. We are CCing this Magic Knight, and they are one-shot. The demon damage does come through, as well as the monk supplemental CC and damage as well. Cavalry hitting level 4. Our demon is level 5, so a bit ahead of the pace. Very, very close game so far, guys. Oh my gosh, their archer goes a little too aggressive. They had a tower there to fall back to, and it is a solo kill for the heavy infantry. We do have a CC chain on the Jiangxi. He gets caught out too far up in the lane, but here's a skirmish, guys. Big team fight in mid lane. It's a 4v3. We get the first kill, another one goes down, and they are going really aggressive when it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Can we get the kill on the cavalry? We can. He walks up and just gets bonked by heavy infantry's massive hammer, and that is a kill. 1k gold lead in the jungle is exactly what we want to see to keep this cavalry down. Guys, he does scale quite well as well. I'm not overhyping how effective this character is, I promise, but this is a very curated draft specifically to shut him down in particular, so it's not surprising that he hasn't really got off to the races yet. Oh my gosh, there's just so much CC in our team comp, man. Like, if they get caught out in the open like this without going back to their tower, we can just stun them over and over and over again. It's so funny. All right, we do have this more guard buff, though. So it is going to be a lot of towers taken for us here pretty soon. We have 4 people pushing top lane, so this tower is absolutely cooked. There is one at our tower down. They are getting a nice counter invade here. Their Magic Knight does need levels desperately. 0-5-0 on the Magic Knight bot lane. Archer is hit with the position reversal and just absolutely one-shot. This is the carry potential of Demon, guys. This unit is absolutely insane. It honestly, it feels a lot like Ninja, but it gets a lot of, like, I don't know if it gets health or healing or something like that, or if it just builds like lifesteal items more commonly than Ninja does, but it just feels like such a better skirmish unit than Ninja, which is really saying something, because I think Ninja's damage output is more, but Ninja dies a lot more. Ninja like will overextend, tower dive, doesn't build lifesteal, so even if it does get a kill or two, it ends up dying. Demon really is like a Master Yi level hyper carry in League of Legends. It is really like that archetype of character. All right, we are pushing up mid lane with a lot of people. Our Morguard buff did expire, though, so it won't be maybe quite as one-sided, although we are deathballing really effectively. Their Cavalry, notably, is really low HP, so the AI is kind of making it stand like super far back and not engage with our champions, but we do finally disengage from that fight. That was pretty sloppy. I think we got 2 kills. Yeah, we got 2 kills and then kind of backed off. And now it's still going. This is the longest ARAM I've ever seen. It is just a slugfest in the mid lane here. So many tanks in the game. There's 1, 2, 6 tanks in this game. The fights last so long. As we do have another Morguard fight here. And I think we are just going to steamroll them. Even if they get the steal on the Morguard, I think we just demolish them in the fight. They have a level 4 support, level 4 bot lane Berserker as well. They pretty much have no chance in the team fights. The Berserker and Magic Knight are 2 very heavy like stat check champs. Like if they're down in levels, they just do not function as well as if they are on, you know, pace with the rest of the characters in the lobby. And we are just gonna absolutely steamroll them, guys. We did win a game that had a Cavalry in it, and it wasn't even close. Another game where it's close to a 20,000 gold lead. It is 2 complete stomps for us in the last 2 games of the series, guys. I was kind of hoping it would be like at least a little more suspenseful with the Cavalry. I wouldn't have even minded if we lost the game. But I think the rest of the map just really let him down. The Archer was completely ineffective, and their bot lane just is so far down in golden levels that they are just completely nullified in this game. We CC 1 person, any of our CC spells hit, and it's just followed up by 3, 4, 5 more CC spells. Demon does do an absolutely absurd amount of damage, and we do get the win, guys. 14,000 gold damage, rather, for the Demon. The Ogre pumping out a 10k himself. Not bad at all. Really good game for us. The Cavalry was completely nullified in what I think is his best role in jungle, but guys, it's really his best role if he has the supplemental utility elsewhere in the game, like how we've kind of crafted our last 2 compositions around the Vampire and this game around the Demon. You can do the same thing with the Cavalry, and I think he's even bigger of a carry than those 2 champions. So that will be it, guys. We'll hit proceed, and the next message that we get is our coach training results, which shows our entire match history for our save. We went 8 wins, 6 losses in the entire playthrough, which is pretty good. I think we learned a lot. Oh my gosh, we lost 4 matches in a row in the beginning, and then 2 more here in the 4v4s and 3v3s. We really struggled before we got to the 5v5s, where I don't think we lost. We didn't lose a single game in the 5v5s. Pretty impressive. But that is it, guys. If we click proceed, we get this message that the demo has ended. This is the end of the demo version playthrough. Thank you sincerely for playing. They have an email address for feedback if you guys do want to send them feedback. I might even do that myself. I actually never realized they put an actual email address in there to receive feedback. we will return with an improved version through early access. All right, and then the only options here are to close the message or go to the title screen. And that is the end of the demo, guys. I will be posting a guide on how to continuously load up a save from the 5v5 portion of the game, so you don't have to play through the 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4s. It really is the best way to experience the game, in my opinion. You get to play around with a lot of, different team compositions and things like that. So I will be posting that. I also am looking forward to making a tier list video for the different characters, as well as different, one project I kind of want to maybe do in the future is like an individual deep dive on each character, really highlighting like where they thrive the best and what types of team compositions and things like that. But that is a project for another time, guys. This is the end of the Teamfight Manager 2 demo Let's Play. I really appreciate you guys. If you're here all the way at the end, thank you so much for watching all the way through the series. It really means a lot, guys. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you're looking forward to more Teamfight 2 Manager content in the future. But for now, it has been LettucePlate, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am out. Peace.